What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Teofimo Lopez responds to the possibility of facing off against undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney. Teofimo Lopez just defeated VASILY Lomachenko last night, who's a three-division world champion and was the unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer. He won via unanimous decision. And in a post-fight press conference, obviously he was asked about Devin Haney because Vasily Lomachenko fought for the vacant WBC title that four-division Mexican superstar world champion boxer Mikey Garcia vacated to move up to 140. Vasily Lomachenko fought Luke Campbell for that vacant WBC title, and he won the title, but he never defended it. He vacated it, and he asked to be franchised, which the WBC granted him the franchise, and Devin Haney fought for the vacant WBC title. So most people look at the fight last night between Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko as a unification bout, not an undisputed bout. Even ESPN don't recognize Teofimo Lopez as the official WBC champion. Now, Teofimo Lopez did, he said, like he stated, he won the WBC franchise title, right? But he's not the official WBC champion. That's Devin Haney. So with that said, you know, a lot of people are calling for Teofimo Lopez to face off against Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez stated that he wants to move up to 140 junior welterweight division and challenge the winner of Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, undisputed showdown. I don't know how much that's going to come to fruition, how much of a chance that's going to come to fruition, seeing as though the winner of that fight is looking to move up to the full-fledged 147-pound welterweight limit and challenge undefeated three-division world champion and former junior welterweight undisputed world champion himself in Terrence Bud Crawford, who holds the WBO welterweight world title. So the winner of that fight is looking to move up. So it seems like those belts at junior welterweight are going to be vacated, and Teofimo Lopez the opportunity to fight for the vacate title. I can't see him fighting the winner of that fight, as both guys are looking forward to facing Terrence Crawford at 147, whomever wins that fight, in a big match. You'll have the last two undisputed junior welterweights squaring off, Terrence Crawford and then the winner, Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor fight. So I don't know how likely it is Teofimo Lopez gets the winner of that fight. With that said, he did say if Devin Haney accepts the fight and he truly wants to fight against him, he will make it happen. He will abide by it, and he will make it happen. Teofimo Lopez said that he wants to fight Devin Haney because he wants to ruin the route that he's on due to the fact that everybody's calling Devin Haney the next Floyd Mayweather. He said that's complete rubbish, right? Teofimo Lopez is completely motivated by, ending guys' reigns, right? Or, destroying their hopes of being the best in the world and so on and so forth. So let's just listen to what he had to say regarding fighting Devin Haney.
If I took that fight, it's just for bragging rights, just to shut him up and destroy his career. That's really what it is. I don't care. That's the type of person I am. I ain't here to. I'm not here to see another fighter build up his career. If he wants to take that step and fight, I'm more than happy to just take him out that route of what everybody's talking about, saying the next Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that. Yeah, get out of here with that bullshit.
So you heard what he said. He said, I want to take him out of the route that he's on to become the next Floyd Mayweather. He said he hears all the rumblings that everybody's saying he's the next Floyd Mayweather. He said, I know everybody's saying I'm not the real WBC champion and calling for that fight. So I'm definitely willing to give it to him if he wants that fight. So it seems like we're on the verge of getting it, right? But if you listen to his father, trainer, and manager, Teofimo Lopez Sr., that's not a fight he's too interested in, right? Teofimo Lopez Sr. is interested in him moving up and challenging the winner, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. But I just broke that down to you guys. The likelihood of that happening is very, very slim, right? At least fighting the winner. Now, maybe he could fight the loser if the loser looks to regain one of those titles. But fighting to win that fight is slim to none chance, because they're going to look forward to going up to fighting and challenging Terrence Crawford. That has been in the works for quite some time, especially if Jose Ramirez wins the fight. Jose Ramirez wins the fight, he has no interest in fighting Teofimo Lopez, but he has every interest in fighting Terrence Crawford. This has been in the making and in the works for quite some time. So like I said, the chance of that happening is slim to none. Now, his father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., did say maybe he comes up to 140 and we fight at 140 for the belts. And he says that we're looking to make history, fight the winner up there for all the belts, right? But like I said, that's not going to happen. So with that said, let's break down and talk about the fight in itself. Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. I think it's going to be a very, very different fight than what you saw last night. Devin Haney is not flat-footed. A lot of people feel like, Vasily Lomachenko, his footwork, his angles is, superior. But if you really, really, truly look at Vasily Lomachenko, he can be flat-footed at times. He's come forward fighter. He can't go backwards, and he only uses lateral movement when it's to his advantage, when you're not expecting it, right? He's not great at using lateral movement, and he's not great at going backwards. He's great at going forward, and he's great at being a front runner. When he got you in vulnerable positions and he uses all these herky-jerky, awkward movement and steps, to get you out of position, he takes advantage of that. But when you get him to go backwards in a straight line, he can't fight going backwards. He starts to retreat, and that's when he's utilizing lateral movement. But he's just trying to get out of harm's way. He's not using it for offense. He's just using it simply to get out of harm's way. With that said, Devin Haney can fight going forward. Devin Haney can fight going backwards, and he can fight going side to side, lateral, right? So I think it's going to be a very, very difficult fight for Teofimo Lopez, who at times in the second half of the fight, you saw he's flat-footed. He comes forward, but when he going back, he tends to fall into the comfort zone of just standing in the pocket in the shoulder roll defense and trying to counter you. That's not going to work against Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is going to make a lot of adjustments to that. Devin Haney could fight on his toes, and he could fight going, like I said, side to side or going back or forward. With that said, Vasily Lomachenko made 0 to no adjustments in the fight. He made no adjustments. It was what Teofimo Lopez chose to do in the second half of the fight that saw Lomachenko have success. Outside of that, Vasily Lomachenko was not having any success, and he wasn't making any adjustments. He was down on the scorecards big, so he had to get aggressive. And Teofimo Lopez decided to stand in the pocket and just try to counter him, which saw Lomachenko be able to have success. What he was doing from the beginning, which was coming forward, throwing the jab, and feinting and trying to come in with double and triple jabs and hiding the straight left hand. That's pretty much all he did for the entire night. And when Teofimo Lopez allowed himself to be in vulnerable positions, Vasily Lomachenko capitalized on it, hitting him with little hooks and, little choppy punches on the inside. That's because Teofimo Lopez was allowing that. When Teofimo Lopez was standing his ground and pushing Lomachenko back and getting physical with him, Lomachenko did not have any success. When Teofimo Lopez was coming forward, throwing the jab, straight right hands to the body and hooks to the body, Vasily Lomachenko wasn't even letting his hands go. He threw 11 punches and landed 2 in one round when Teofimo Lopez was just pushing him back completely. He's just not comfortable in the position of going backwards and fighting backwards, that being Lomachenko. Now, with Devin Haney, that's a whole different ballgame. Devin Haney can fight going backwards. Devin Haney can fight going side to side. So Teofimo Lopez is going to have to come out of his comfort zone like he did in the second half of the fight as he started to fatigue. So when you start to fatigue, you start not to want to use and exude too much energy, so you don't want to use too much movement. It's easier to just stand still, stature, and just try to counterpunch your opponent and just, bend at the hips, opposed to coming forward and having to, be aggressive. And that takes stamina. That takes energy, right? And so when you start fatiguing in the second half, the pressure of the fight, the fact that he's in there with a great fighter in Lomachenko, and the fact that he had to have a high output in the first half of the fight to start to be successful, started to see him fatigue. And so when he started to fatigue, he started wanting to stand in one spot. He was stature. He was just trying to look to counterpunch, but that wasn't going to work. And that will not work against Devin Haney either, because Devin Haney has a longer reach than Lomachenko, and he's probably faster. He has more hand speed than Lomachenko. He's faster on his feet than Lomachenko, and he's more rangier. So he'll be able to. Lomachenko was able to touch Teofimo Lopez with that jab and a straight left. Devin Haney will be able to touch him with the jab and a straight right. So it's a much more difficult fight for Teofimo Lopez. He's going to have to press the action early and often and be the aggressor. It's going to look, in my opinion, a lot like when Floyd Mayweather fought Miguel Cotto. That's the fight that I'm expecting to take place. Both guys are very, very calculated. Both guys have high ring IQs. Both guys, have punching power. Now, Teofimo Lopez has the edge in punching power, but Devin Haney has the edge in hand speed, right? So it's going to be a great fight. Devin Haney, the difference to me will be Devin Haney's foot speed. Teofimo Lopez, like I said, is flat-footed. We saw Lomachenko be able to retreat backwards and Teofimo Lopez miss punches. The difference is Vasily Lomachenko wasn't throwing back when he was retreating. He wasn't countering. He was just trying to escape. That's not going to be the case with Devin Haney. Devin Haney's going to let his hands go as he go backwards, and he'll be able to counterpunch. So I'm expecting Devin Haney to win a split decision over Teofimo Lopez. But first things first, Devin Haney has to get past his upcoming opponent November 7th, and that being in Yuriokis Gamboa. And then it seems like we could get the ball rolling. So hopefully it comes to fruition. But like I said, it's definitely a high-level skills chess match between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. The reason I'm giving the edge to Devin Haney is because of his foot speed and his foot movement. But we don't know. So we got to see it play out. Massive fight. And I think then the winner go on to move up to 140. Or both guys move on to 140 at that point in time. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.